Hi everybody, James Blackwell's JB Commercial Finance here. It's the final day of October today, so I hope everyone's had a great month and is looking forward to November and the run in till Christmas and the New Year, and it's going to be a successful 2024 for everyone, hopefully. But I want to do a quick video today about client expectations, especially with regard to price, because timescales is quite a subjective thing. It can be difficult on one person's, quick turnaround of a week can be another person's slow turnaround. So I'm going to park customers' expectations at timescales and service to one side, and just focus on price, on interest rates specifically. Now, the reason I bring this up now is I've had a couple of customers over the last sort of 2 or 3 weeks who I've been very well. I don't know where they're coming from with regard to what their actual expectations are with regard to interest rates. Now, for those of you who don't know, a commercial mortgage interest rate can be anywhere between, historically, this is anywhere between 2 and 7% over the Bank of England base rate. So 2% deal, pretty rare they are these days, always were to be honest, but 2% over the base rate. So if base rate was, let's say, 3%, then your total interest rate would be 5%. Simple as that, and they move up and down with that. Fixed rates available, obviously, but that just gives you a loose idea, and it's appropriate for this particular conversation. So at the moment, base is 5.25%. It's gone up a lot in the last year, which has been a real culture shock for so many people. So if you were borrowing at, say, 3% over base rate, a very good rate, a high street rate that's only offered really by the high street banks, and your total interest rate would be around about 8.25%. Well, I saw a customer last week, and I had this conversation with him about interest rates, and he seemed to think that an interest rate should start with a free. So a commercial mortgage rate starts with free. And I said to him, "You are aware that base is 5.25%?" And he said, "Yes, but the last fixed rate I took out was, I think it was 3.9%. I said, "Yes, when base was, I think it was 0.5% at that time. So you took out an interest rate at around about 3.4 over base rate. Well, 3.5 over base rate now is the thick end of 9%. But he simply couldn't get his head around it, and we weren't able to. I wasn't able to make him understand it, which is pretty a failing for myself. And we went our separate ways. But either he'll be back, or he'll have to take the deal which is available for him, because that's the nature of the beast. And the other one was an unsecured loan, where the customer seemed to think that he should be getting around about 8%. And I said again, that's a commercial mortgage loan rate you're dealing with there. If you're looking at around about 8% on an unsecured loan. But he was adamant that no, this is what I should be getting. This is the sort of deal that's been presented to me. And I said, well, good luck, and please take them and let me know where you can get unsecured money at 8%, because I've got a queue of customers who'd love to take that finance. And I think the realignment from a base rate of 0.5% or less, it was 0.1% at one point, of course, to 5.25%, which it is now, has really been difficult for so many people, not just buy-to-let investors, which you hear, not just mortgage owners, but people in the commercial world as well. And the reality and the expectations catching up to the reality is taking a lot longer than maybe you suspected. And maybe it's a head in the sand mentality, maybe it's not fully understanding mentality, maybe it's just a hope that things are going to go back as they were mentality, which I don't think will be the case. So that's just a couple of sort of barriers I get. If anyone's got any questions about interest rates or expectations, I don't want to keep this video reasonably short, I don't want it to go any longer, then please do comment. I'm happy to manage that accordingly and explain how it works with regard to pricing and pricing to risk, because it can be something that's hard for people to get their heads around. So that's all for today, and I hope this has been useful to anyone. And any questions, leave them in the comments.